Hello, this is Cassidy Holt-Spencer. Thank you for coming to my virtual open house. Tonight I'm going to be talking about my class Advanced Composition. First, just a little about me. This is my 7th year teaching, but my first year at Carmel High School. I graduated from IU, and I also am working on my master's in English literature through IU Online. Outside of school, I love to spend time with my 2 kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 7-month-old. And I, being an English teacher, of course, love to read. So just a little about the class. This is an English class for juniors and seniors. It fulfills 1 English core credit. It's a semester-long class. In this course, students will work on developing their writing and putting their voice in conversation with other writers. It is a class that is required of students to graduate unless they are taking a different eligible writing course. I'm going to go through each of our 3 units so you get an idea of what students will be working on throughout the semester. So in Unit 1, Understanding and Evaluating Arguments, students are going to be developing the skills of identifying the parts of an argument in a text, explaining how the parts of the argument work together to build or develop the argument, identifying examples of choices the authors made within a text to develop his, her, their claim or argument, evaluating the strength of an argument, the quality and credibility of its evidence, and the choices made by the author to develop the argument. In our second unit, students are going to work on establishing arguments. So students will then be working on making claims or taking positions about a text or focus, using evidence to confirm, complicate, or extend a claim, introducing, embedding, integrating evidence from a text to show how a claim is valid rather than just telling us what that is, including citations accurately in text and on the works cited page, and including commentary or analysis that connects claims and evidence. In our final unit, we are going to be putting arguments in conversation. So the skills that students are going to be developing in this unit include finding and evaluating sources from a variety of source types and perspectives on a specific student-selected inquiry topic, selecting evidence that is credible and relevant to advance and complicate the conversation or argument, using commentary to link evidence and claims or to frame a conversation or argument, and synthesizing a student's ideas with that of his, her, and their sources. The textbook that we are using in here is They Say, I Say by Gerald Graff and Kathy Bergenstein. And the reason that this book works so well with the course is that it's all about putting a writer in conversation with other writers. And that is the skill that we hope students will be able to demonstrate in their research paper at the end of the class. So speaking of the research paper, let's go over the 3 papers that we're going to be developing throughout the course of the semester. These are our summative assessments in this class. So for the first unit, we're doing the analytical summary, and students are just turning in their rough draft of that today, actually. That is 20% of their semester grade. Unit 2 is the focus-based analysis. And we are going to be writing that on the movie Into the Spider-Verse. And that is 20% of the final grade. And at the end of the semester, students will be spending a lot of time developing their own research essay based on a topic of their choice. And that is 40% of their final grade. Our ACE week will offer time to reflect on writing growth and discuss feedback on students' research essays. Just a little about grading practices in this class. This is all based on the decisions all of the advanced comp teachers discussed at the end of last semester. So this is available on the course expectations as well. I let students know that I am flexible about deadlines if they talk to me ahead of time. And if a student is missing a formative assignment on Canvas, they can still turn it in for full credit. If a student does not turn in a summative assessment, I'll be in contact with them and parents and guardians about the next step. These can still be turned in until the due date of the next summative assessment. Please feel free to contact me at any time through Canvas and email. And on if you want to reach me on the phone, between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 4:25 p.m. will be best. To make it more likely that I'll be in my room. My email is here on this slide, and my phone extension is 7180. I also, before I end this video, want to show you our class Canvas page. Hopefully, and I think everybody watching this will be a Canvas observer, so hopefully you've had a chance to look at the Canvas page. This is where students will find all their resources and turn in assignments, and if any of them are ever absent from class, this is where they can go to find what we did in the class that day and any materials that they might need. Students usually go to learning modules from the homepage because that's where everything is for the class pretty much. This is where they turn in assignments and where they find the daily class announcements and what we're working on each day. So the modules is kind of our main avenue of communication in the class. And if you ever lose my email from the course expectations or anything, then you can always go to the homepage and click the Contact Me button here. And then class resources takes us to a module that contains the course expectations and also the semester calendar, which lets students know what to expect throughout the semester when we'll be working on what each day could look like. The calendar is subject to change, and I'll let them know if there is going to be a change, but it is a pretty good guide for students. And then our textbook is under here and other course materials, as well as the little Siegel Handbook edition and some model student essays for students. And for each of our papers, they'll also see model student essays that are tailored for are from each of those assignments, but these are some additional ones if they need them. So class resources is really helpful. In modules, we use every single class period in here, and so hopefully you have seen it, and please let me know if you have any questions about it. And I'm looking forward to this semester. I think we're off to a great start. I've been really enjoying my classes, and so I'm hoping they're enjoying it too. And thank you for watching this. Please let me know if you need anything or if you have any questions at all.